Arkadiusz Pan Pawłowski, sporty.walki.org, with the winner of one of the more important fights of today, Erko Jun. Yesterday you promised that you were going to beat him up and win, and you did. So congratulations on delivering on that promise.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm a man of my word.
Yeah, exactly. The fight started really quickly, and he jumped on you. He jumped on you like he was really wild, but like he did like 2 or 3 punches, and then you got in a few punches, and he stopped and he backed down. So, what was your strategy? Now you know. After the fight, you can tell us your strategy, your game plan, because yesterday you didn't want to tell me too much about this.
Listen, the strategy was actually we went. We wanted to keep the distance, you know. We knew he will attack. I expected honestly to be takedowns, you know. I expected he wanted me to go on the floor. But listen, it's a new experience for me, you know. I'm first time in the cage. I felt it now. I felt the area. I felt the person in front of me, and it can be very fast. You know, I tell you honest. There were a couple of punches. I felt them really good. I was away for 1 second maybe, but then I came back and told myself, no, listen, you're here to fight. You know, and that's what I did. So I came back, and yeah, I gave him back what he deserves.
Something that is very interesting, because you said that like you were in the cage and you felt it.
Yes.
So it is much different than just training on the mats or training or you know, sparring in the cage. It's different when the show is here, right?
It's completely different, really. Listen, I was focused, you know. I expected much more nerves, but I was really focused. I was there to fight, but I can tell you it's a crazy feeling in the cage. I tell you something. Now I felt it, you know.
It's crazy good or crazy bad?
Crazy good. For me, it's crazy good.
Yeah.
You know, it's something you can't really explain in words. You know, the opponent. But I tell you, everything went slower. You know, so everything what we did went slower. But actually, what you guys saw, everything fast. Crazy. Anyway.
Trust me, he looked much slower than you.
Yeah.
Like, you could see the difference in weight.
Okay.
Because he did those like 3 first punches, and he was out of breath.
Yeah.
And you were much quicker. You were quick on your feet.
Yeah.
You have some martial arts background.
Yes.
And you could see that. But what would you say was the thing that kept you in the game? Because he knocked you down with like 2 punches.
Yes.
But everybody was saying that like he lacked 1 punch. If he hit you with the 3rd one, you would be out. But you managed to stay in the game.
Maybe it's right, you know, because I felt 1 was really good, but I came back, and the thing is, I heard my corner say, take your time, you know, and that's what I did. I told myself, no, listen, you don't need to finish it fast. He's going fast. Let's take him a little bit in distance, and that's what I did. I kept a little bit distance, and then did my thing, you know.
So it was a very good game plan for you, because he was much bigger, and he has those heavy hands.
Yes.
But you were smarter in the cage. Yes. Yeah.
Eventually, it's all about using your head. I think in any kind of sport, you know, you can be the most strongest guy or most fast guy, but if you do stupid game plan, I think unless you have a lucky punch, you know. Let's be honest. If he hit me 3rd time, but listen, I used my head, controlled. Everything what we learned at training, that's what I did.
You knocked him out with 1 punch. Like obviously you threw a lot of them, but you knocked him out with 1 clean punch to the jaw.
Yes.
How did it feel? I'm asking because I think it's quite interesting, and it's also rare to see somebody get knocked out with 1 single punch. So how did it feel?
I tell you honest. Now I felt the same like fighting in the streets. That was the same thing. In my interview also that I had before KSW fight, I told them I had many street fights before doing fitness. I was actually a really bad boy, you know, but always correct, you know. And I had a lot of street fights, and all these guys went the same way, knocked down. When I hit him with this punch, I didn't want to go on him on the floor because I knew it's finished, you know. I felt it. It was a good hit.
Yeah, and so you have this instinct. It's
Yes.
very good to have this fighting instinct. But you have you have great people on your team. You train with Roberto Solic, stuff like that, and people like that. Is there anything in particular that you got from your team that you put today to the fight?
Yes, I think the biggest, the most important thing was control. You know, I could go there also attack full mode and gas myself out in 1 minute, but Roberto told me, listen, take it easy, because last time he did this mistake. He said, take it easy. You have the power. Take your time. When it's the right time, go.
You really look like a natural in the cage. So even though you have this huge following of fans and on Facebook doing your fitness stuff, my question for you is the same as the question yesterday. Now after a fight that I think you did very well. I think the people loved it, especially when you said like many people thought, oh, he's talking about me. when you said I beat him up for you. For you guys.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Listen, you have to take the audience with you. They're here watching your show. It's true.
So tell me right now. I'm hoping this wasn't your last MMA fight, right?
Probably not. But listen, I'm gonna go on holiday for a bit, but I will keep on training MMA. So that's a big difference. I used to go do stuff and then go back lifting weights, but I will keep training MMA. So what will happen in the future? It's still a surprise.
And you enjoy you enjoy training MMA because you also said something that like with fitness with lifting it's not as fun.
No, it's true. You feel yourself more confident. It gives you more pleasure when you finish a
It's funny
training.
that you use this word, confident. In Polish it means something different.
I know. We're gonna use it a lot today.
Yeah. Okay, man. Thank you very much.
I appreciate it.
And I hope to see you in KSW soon.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All the best.